Hi. Welcome back. This is the softball sports stream. As we see, they are just warming up for the game today. I am your commentator, Zachary Kenny. Looks like they're about ready to start. It's amazing weather out here today. If you- Uh, so yeah, we got baseball happening. We are facing off against the White Mountains, I believe. Let me just double check. Um, where is it? Yeah, we're going against the Fall Mountains today. I hope for an amazing game today. So, yeah. So yeah, this is my first time commentating, so bear with me on this wonderful journey. So yeah. Uh, so yeah. As the refs talk to the players' captain today, they finally break off to play some ball. It's gonna be a very interesting game today, I would have to say. So yeah, they both teams are now talking to each other, talking to the players. And Mascoma's first on the field. It look if I'm correct, we are on the outfield on the top. So yeah, Asphalt Mountain prepares. Oh, I'm okay. We got you might hear in the background track and field folks who are throwing javelin. There's a right below me. So I'll have found. So yeah, looks like Mascoma is doing well warm up. Again, I was mistaken when I thought the game was gonna start. I'm gonna warm up more. I see baseball has already started. And now we're gonna. Now we got a batter. It is. I don't know who is up on bat. Uh, now we are. Um, so. So yeah. Looks like the first throw was a ball. So 1 ball. Um, number 2 is on pitcher. We have that was a strike. As they prepare for the third ball to be thrown, that one was hit by past first base. So yeah. Oh wait, it looked like she got okay. That was a strike. We got another batter, I believe, up on base. Another strike. They okay. The other batter got hit by the ball before she gets to first base. But let's say oh, that's the wind interfering. Looks like they got a ball, and the pitcher accidentally hit the pitcher. So the pitcher accidentally hit. I'm blanking on the name, but she got first base due to being hit. Pitcher. Okay. No, though. Oop. One of the Fall Mountain players just stole second base. Quite impressive, actually. I should have gotten that. As both Fall Mountain players won, they both of them, well, one of them got out, but they made it to third base. Uh, they got one. It looks like Mascoma will be on bottom and Fall Mountains will be on the top if I remember correctly. And yeah, I'll go. And that's all for now, folks. We have number 10 batting. So yeah, I hope that we hit this outside of the park. And we got one ball, which is really good for us. And then we just hit that out between first and second base, which seems we're gonna get second base, which is number 10 got the second base, which is amazing. We had an amazing defense. They did not get any points the first match. When we were at top, I believe. Now bottom. Now. And we got a ball again. That's amazing. We have number 2. Let's hope she can hit it out in the outfield. She hits it right to first base, I would have to say, and she got out as number 10 got third base. And now it's player 14 of the Mascoma High School who's going to be up to bat. And then we immediately hit that out of the... And no real progress. We got a second out. We still own third base though, so that's quite good. We hit that right around first and second base. The outfield catchers did not catch that. We got the second base, and the number 10 got back to home. So that is an amazing start today. And that's a ball for us. We have 2 outs. We have 1 point. And then we hit it to third base. We get third We got the final out, unfortunately. Yep. So we're back to break. And we're back. Okay, one more. What? Oh, what's up? We got one, the opposing Four Mountains player, got a strike, which seems. And, okay. Appears the camera froze on us. What seems we, oh, they just changed it to this. Yeah, we got our first out on the Far Mountain players. We got we got we got a ball on player 3 or 9. Player 3. Player 3 is batting for Far Mountains. She got a strike. Quite unfortunate for her. We're gonna see if they can get a point to even it out for this inning. Okay. Another strike, like on them. On player 3. Battle 3, I mean. Apologies. So yeah. Oh. She got a hit, and she made it to first base. Just mind. Now it's hard. Player 6, I believe, for the Fall Mountains is up for batting. That's player 3, Fall Mountains player 3 just stole second base. He's awesome. very skilled people out here. And that gets hit. Oh, wood. Okay. Wood. One moment, folks. It appears we got one out, and Fall Mountains made 1 point, so it's 2 outs and 1-1. Okay. Now we are throwing again. She hits it quite successfully. She has taken first base, so that's amazing. So now who it is? But 8, Fall Mountains player was number 8, who would appears player 7 has stolen base 2, and now it's batter 8. It's Fall Mountains 8 player up to bat, and we got 1 ball also, and that's what seems. Player 7 has stolen third base, and we got 1 strike on player 8. So, yeah. And that's a ball. And that's another ball. So 1 more ball, and player 8 will be going to first base. And that was a strike. Player 7 is quite anxious to get back to home base. 1 more strike, and they are out. And they hit it straight to the pitcher, and then they get third base, player 7, out. So, no, it was a foul shot, it would seem. My apologies. And then back. And that was a ball. So, player 8, I believe, gets first base. So now we got another batter coming up, and it's player 4, I believe. High hopes. It would seem potentially, and that's a strike, and would seems player, player 1 has stolen second base. And they, would seems player 17 just caught the ball, getting the final out for everyone. And so the points remain 1-1 as Mascoma takes to the bottom. And we're back, and then it's player 17, I believe, who is batting currently. And that's a ball, I believe, and I was right. And now another one, and that was a strike, unfortunately. Just a little bit short of the bat. That would seem to have hit the camera on the fence. Actually almost hit the camera. Luckily, the camera is still intact. And that was hit towards first base, which leads to an out, unfortunately. Quite sad indeed, the first out. And now I believe it is number 7 for the Mascoma, who's up to batting, and another foul shot. Another strike, I mean. And that was a ball. And another ball. If we get 2 more balls, number 7 gets first base for free, which sounds quite nice. And that's another strike, I believe. Yep. And that's a third ball. So, number 3, the Fall Mountains pitcher should really try to get another strike. But they go for a ball. So, player 7 can get first base. And that was a ball for number 1 for Mascoma High School. And that's a foul shot. I will be right back. And I am back. It seems the Royals got one out and one strike, but they got one more point. And all the bases are loaded with someone. So hopefully we get a home run. And that's another foul shot. Probably like a strike, I think. It's number 2 hitting, and that's the strike. That's the second strike, I mean. They have one ball, it seems. And another ball is thrown. It is hit to the pitchers. And that's another out. Player 10 is on second base. 14 is batting. And I believe number 2 is on first base. And I do not know who's on third base, unfortunately. And that's a strike for Mascoma. Yep, 15 gets ready to hit again. Oh, that looks like a ball, and it is. Jeez, the weather's amazing out here. And player 14 gets the ball goes outside of the lines. So that's the second strike. And yeah. If you do not know, I am wearing cat ear headphones on the Mascoma's tower, and the player 14 just hits the ball into the outfield. They get another point, and the bases are still loaded with number 2, 10 for third, 2 for second, and 14 for first. And now player 4, I believe, is now batting. Yep. And that's a ball. It seems the players on the bases want one more point this inning. Can't blame them. That ball will lead to the apparently not that they fumbled the ball at home base, which which seems was a bad shot. So yeah, that was a strike, but that was a quite powerful swing from player 4. Yep. And that was shot towards second base, and they got an out on player 10, I believe, but we got one more point before the inning ended. Quite an amazing second inning. third. Oh wait, would seem that fourth point was invalid. Apparently, makes some sense. But yeah, it is Fall Mountain's turn to be batting, and we got amazing first hit. And players two safe on first base. Was an amazing hit, honestly. So yeah, now it's player 19 who's batting currently. And player 2 steals second base. So now I gotta change this. Yeah, it's just me up on this tower currently. Yeah, yeah, we also got Fall Mountain got a ball. And now Fall Mountain got a second ball. So yeah. Player 19, yeah, is still batting, and she hits it towards second base, and player 19, I believe, is out, and player 2 has gotten to third base. So we might see Fall Mountain get another point this inning, which is amazing. And now it's player 23 batting. That looks like a ball, and it is. And that was an amazing hit that went out of bounds, unfortunately. So that was a strike. She hit it a little bit too late, I believe. That goes right behind the safety fence. And now they have a new ball, which is quite good indeed. And now there's that was another strike, by the way. That is a hit between second and third. The infield players missed an opportunity to grab the ball, and player 14, I believe that's her number. Oh no, it was like 2. Got to home base. Now player 23 is on first base. Ball, and player 23 steals second base. It's always a robbery over here. For both teams, they seem to take everything. They can. 23 is probably going to take, that was a foul shot. Player 23 did attempt to steal third base. And that was a hit that went a little bit too high. That is player 5 that hit that, I believe. That is their first. No, oh, they apparently got an out when I wasn't paying attention. My apologies. But that's a second strike on player 5. A third hit, which leads to base 3 stolen. But, oh, it's everyone's safe. So we currently have someone on first base and third base. That was a ball. Um, and now ball is thrown, and that's a strike, unfortunately. Way too early. Pitcher really threw him off. Player 5 stole second base while I wasn't even looking at them. And that's another strike, unfortunately, for player 9 or 6 or... Nope, that's player 3. I was very wrong. So it's 1 ball and 3 strikes. And that was a second ball. And, well, and that gets hit out into the outfield. And one person, 2 people made it to, the battle just that hit got to third base. 2 people got to home base. And yeah, that was very interesting. So much happened. Couldn't keep up with all of it. And that was the first ball for player 6. Since she's up batting. And that was another ball, I believe. As we continue onward. So, looks like Fall Mountain's coach is talking to the ref, who's by home base, real quick. Just taking a little quick pause, probably clearing up some confusion. No worries. Just a normal day. Let me tell you, the weather is amazing right now. Probably the best weather I've had for sitting up in a tower for a softball live stream in a while. And now we're back to the game. The game must continue, and that was hit between third and second base. The person on the third base made it to home, and batter made it to first. Oh, no, the first person to, I said got to first base actually got out. So yeah, my apologies. As I stated at the start, this is my first live stream, commentating live stream softball. So yeah, and I'm all by myself because I wanted a challenge. And that looked like another ball. And it was. And they're ready to throw again. And that was a third ball. That is a third ball, actually. So we better start throwing some into the box to get some strikes. And that looks like a strike. And yeah, quite good, quite good. We just gotta be really careful. And that one goes right past the pitches, and she gets out before she could get to first base. And now Mascoma will be hitting, and Fall Mountain will be on the outfield today for the third inning. And we're back again. Let's see if we can't even the score. Today's game has been really, really intense. And that was an amazing hit to past third base. We get first base quite quickly, which is amazing. And now we got another battle coming up, which is number 17. Let's hope number 17 can hit this out by third base. And that was a ball. That's amazing. And now we see it thrown in. That looks like another ball. And it is. That's amazing. Let's hope we get another ball. And that was a hit to the pitcher's stand, which leads to us getting second base, and unfortunately, player 17, I believe that's what it said, got hit with the ball. So quite unfortunate, but that stuff happens in softball and baseball. Would seem player 12, who's on second base, is being a little greedy, trying to get third base. And who I believe it's like player 7 or 1 on base, right, home base batting, and then it's 7. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. And it seems, yeah, quite another strike. Unfortunately, we want the balls. And and player 7's out for the second out of this inning. Now we have player 1 to close the gap. And that looked like a ball. Let's see if I'm right. Well, they have not updated the scoreboard, so I do not know. And that was as clear as they strike, which is unfortunate. Anyhow, that's another strike. Oh, looks like the first one at the start was a strike, so now we're at the end of this inning, which the score is 3-5. I'll see you back for inning 4. And we're back in the 4th inning, and Fall Mountain's batting. I have player, and well, I can't see who player that is, but I know that we got a ball. We really need them out. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. And that's another ball. So yeah, it's a quite windy day, and they throw again, and that's a strike. which is amazing for us. And no about a throw it once again. Hopefully we get another strike. I don't think we did. Pretty sure that was a ball, and I'm right. And that was a hit towards first base, and I believe we got her out. So that's amazing news for us. Our defense held strong. We have another batter up from Fall Mountains, but I cannot see her number again. That's a ball. What appears the Fall Mountain player was practicing a hit of some kind. I think it was like a bunt. Ooh, she almost swung for that ball, but she realized she was too clever. So we are at 2 balls and 0 strikes. And that gets another. That's a strike for Fall Mountain. That's what we need. Which is amazing. Still, I'm wearing cat ear headphones. And that was the 3rd ball. We do not want another ball. We don't want to give up a base. Play 2 throws and which seems one outfield members had caught that ball. And now, so yeah, we're at 2 outs. That's amazing. And that was a low ball that went to base 3. Went past base 3, and we stopped her at the first base. Knowing these folks, there's going to be a base stolen, which is quite unfortunate, but we might be able to stop it. No, I believe we can stop the second base from getting stolen. And that was a ball, and we could not stop the base from getting taken. Player 2 is on second base, and player 19 is batting. There we go. Just saw their numbers on their shirts. Player 2 is ready to steal third base. Oh, and she's going to succeed in stealing third base. We have 2 balls, and now... So, yeah. And that gets hit out of the park towards second base, but which seems number 10, I believe, caught the ball. And now I'm off to break. And we're back with Mascoma batting. Looks like player number 15 is batting currently, which is amazing. Let's hope we can get some balls. Nope, we got one strike, unfortunately. Today has been a really interesting day, but we got another ball. We got a ball, actually. And we hit that towards the wide camera in the back. The camera in the back on the fence. I would rather that camera not to get hit, but you know, I don't really have a choice in the matter. We got what, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's a strike between first and second, but unfortunately, that was our first out. Player 15 was just not fast enough, unfortunately. Now, now, it is player 10, I believe, swinging, and that is a strike. Penalty it was not. She got first base. Oh. What seems we got, Fall Mountain got a few hits off. No, Mascoma did. Saw it. They struck the ball out. And we have second and first base, my bad. And that's a ball, obviously. Sorry about that voice crack. So yeah, that was another ball. So we got 2 balls, which is amazing. It is very windy up here. Just knock around the camera, and then we hit it towards around first base. One of the infield catchers misses the ball. So now we have first, second, and third base, which is amazing, folk. Mascoma's having an amazing comeback. Player 2's on second. Don't know the other 2, but player 4 is about to swing, but that's a ball. I'm impressed that all the bases are filled. This brings me great hope for Mascoma. That's another ball. So we're at 2 balls, 1 out. 2 balls, 0 strikes, and 1 out. This is amazing for us. Not sure if that was a strike or a ball. That was a strike. Which is unfortunate, but we just need 2 more balls, and then, yeah. We swing, and we miss, unfortunately, so that's
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We need a miracle shot to send this thing flying. And apparently that was that one final strike. So now we're at 2 outs. If one of these players make a mistake during try and get to a different base, it could be unfortunate. Would seem something happened. It appears that the ball, the batter swung at the ball and it went right into the dirt, right below her. But it looks like she has a powerful hit, and that looked like a ball, but no, that actually hit her. So we get a free point, which is amazing. Since all the bases are filled and hitting the batter means everyone has to move 1 base to accommodate for that batter that has to get to first base. And that's a ball. That's unfortunate. They just need to catch one of these players off guard, and that's a strike, which is quite unfortunate. We want them balls. We want balls to be instead of strikes. And that was not a valid hit against the ball, so we're at 2 strikes. And that gets hit towards the Mascoma's dugout. So that's the 2nd strike for teams. And that's a ball. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So we can't afford to be missing anything. And that's an out. So that's the end of 4th inning. Well, so yeah. And we're back in the 5th inning of the softball match. So yeah, and instantly that gets sent out. So well, it was a foul shot, unfortunately. So that amazing hit from player 3, I think, was not valid. Oh no, that was player 5, and she hits another amazing hit, but it goes caught by number 10, so that is an out. That was amazing start for us. And that was a hit towards third base, which now we have someone on third base and first base. And now we got another battle from the Fallen Mountain, and player 15 just stole second base from us. Let's see if Mascoma can hold it together and get 2 more outs. And that looked like a strike. No, it was a ball. I'm mistaken. As the pitcher fixes her stand. Yeah, and now she's ready to throw again. And that was hit immediately towards first base. Past first base. The outfield could not catch that. Which seems 2 players from Fall Mountain got to home base and the batter got to third base. So, yes. Which is unfortunate. We still have a chance to recover this though, I would have to say. I still believe we can win. And that's a strike. And that was another strike, unfortunately. And that's the third strike. Oh, no, that was a actual hit, but yeah. The person on third base got to home base safely. But unfortunately, they got a second out for that. So, yeah. No players on any bases, but they have one batter right currently who just got on the ball, I believe. It would seems that was a ball which was thrown too high. And the wind is now kicking me up. And yeah, it's kind of cold up here. But not too bad in that. Strike, I feel. No, that was a ball. And that was the first strike. And that was a foul shot, which led to a second strike. As the batter prepares for the next strike, they're hoping to send this thing out into the outfield, probably around third and second base. But they get to third base, and they're safe. So yeah, the player 14 for Mascoma was on first base, but she stepped off and did not touch the batter in time. So yeah. That was a strike, but player, Fall Mountains player 1, got to second base, probably trying to get to third base, which they attempt but decide to go back. It seems we have no one on second base to catch the ball, but that is just fine. That was a ball. I am currently looking at the live score. And that got hit. And that was the final out for Fall Mountains. Which, and we're back with Mascoma batting now. And looks like we got a ball, so yay. And it's number 7 up on home base. And that looks like another ball. But no, it was a strike instead. that was a foul shot. So yeah, that was a second ball and second strike right there. And that looked like the third ball, and now this is the most important ball for this batter. If she misses a hit swing, that's an out. But the pitcher fails, which seems the pitcher may have hit or missed the ball, and the batter got to first base, which is amazing news for us. And that was a ball. So yeah. And another ball which hits the fence. Anyhow, that was our second ball. And that's a strike. She tried to swing way too low. But you know, we all make mistakes. That's part of life, unfortunately. This is just a high school's game, and everyone's here just to have fun. And that's another ball, which is not really good for the pitcher, but you know, she can clutch up. Oh, apparently we stole second base a while ago. I just did not notice. So yeah, my apologies for not announcing that. And that was a strike. And that ball was sent to between second and third when unfortunately the person on the first base could not get to second base in time before she got out. But we have someone on third and first. Let's see if this batter can get Mascoma a point. This game has been a very interesting one, I would have to say. And it would seem that was a ball, unfortunately for Mascoma, which is amazing. And that looks like another ball. Looks like player 15, if I'm reading her number right, is trying to steal second base, but no good opportunity has proven yet. But I believe she can steal a second base. I believe she can. And that was a massive ball. And now she's on second base. That is player 15, I believe. And now as they prepare for that was the third ball also. And that goes straight towards the pitcher, and it would seem one person got out. It would seem we also made a point, maybe, potentially. But we're at 2 outs. I'm waiting for the... yep. And that was a ball. So, yeah, it's going quite smoothly. So, yeah, quite smooth going. Quite intriguing game. We have, oh yeah, person on third base made that point, and now would seem second base is trying to take third base and succeeds in taking third base, so that's amazing. And now it's 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. And it's player 3 on base, I believe. Oh nope, that looks like player 2. I am mistaken. The pitcher's number 6. And that looked like the third ball, and I'm right. And you can hear the cheers from the Mascoma's dugout echoing across from the other side of the field. And that was the 4th ball as player she's trying to take second base, but ooh. And she successfully takes second base from... That is impressive. But good job, player 2. Massive cheers came from the Mascoma's dugout in her celebration, I believe. But I was surprised that she got that. And that hit the fence, which... okay. And everyone's cheering on the pitcher. I mean the batter. And that's a ball. And she got a strike on the first swing. So yeah. And that's a second strike. That is batter 14 or something. I only got the first digit, so I know she's in the 10. 24. Oh, she's a 14, and I think that was a ball. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and second and third base are filled. And that's a third ball. So this could be really good or really bad. Let's see, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What happens now will make what happens in this inning. And it's an out, unfortunately. But, you know, this inning has been quite entertaining to watch. And we'll move to break. back in the sixth inning, and we got the pitcher threw the ball, and it wasn't a strike, unfortunately. And that was a amazing strike hit, but the infield caught that for the first out. But unfortunately, I have to go fix a camera, so I'll be right back. And we're back. So they got the Fall Mountain got 2 points while I was busy. So yeah. But we're at 2 balls, 0 strikes, and 1 out. So yeah, I'm down at 3 balls. So yeah. And that was the fourth ball. So free walk to first base, which is unfortunate. And yeah, we got one person at third base and first base. Anyhow, continuing onward, what seems there's an exchange and people in the outfield, which is just fine. Which is quite nice. So yeah. Now the pitcher is number 11. Instead of 2, So yeah. I don't fully know what's happening. People are discussing stuff. There's no data. I think they're having discussions about stuff. Maybe setting up a game plan for how to come back in this game. I don't fully know. And one of the coaches just dropped something. So yeah. And looks like they're now getting back ready for the game. Anyhow, we are ready to continue playing ball. And that was a ball, and Fall Mountain just stole second base, which is unfortunate for us, but they have skill, and I cannot deny that. And we got a ball. So yeah. Um Sorry, could have just sworn someone said my name, but I think I'm just going crazy. So yeah. So yeah, I Yeah. Anyhow, we're at 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for Fall Mountain, who are ready to hit another ball. And they get a free walk, and the bases are loaded, which means if they hit a home run, oh, that's going to be a lot of points, which is amazing for them, not amazing for Mascoma Royals. Yep, anyhow, which seems we got the new bat, who is number 7, which is she will be able to hit this out of the ballpark. I believe in her. And I may have not been lying. Nope. So it got landed in the infield. No one was able to catch it. And now I believe the people on the third and second base were made it to home. First base made it to second, and the batter made it some. I guess there was only 2 people on the. Okay. So the batter made it to second base. So yeah, that was the first ball for this new batter. So yeah, and that's a beautiful hit, which was caught by number 17, which led to the third out. So one person on the base got hit. And we're back with Mascoma batting, which is great news. We can recover the point loss. As we prepare to bat again, we hit one, which unfortunately is caught by the Fall Mountains, which leads to our first out, which quite unfortunate indeed. Anyhow, we're back at it. That was a strike. We've seen some great skills from some of the players from Mascoma and Fall Mountains, I would have to say. Yeah. Still quite windy. I wonder what the players think when I'm wearing this headset. Yeah. But yeah, anyhow, they got a ball and a foul shot. So that's the second strike, unfortunately. Quite an unfortunate event. Is the battle ready up for a fourth hit? That is the final strike, unfortunately, which leads to the second out. So, yeah. It would seem someone has dropped their phone but near the softball field. So if someone's watching this live stream here and you know who's missing a phone, yeah. Anyhow, we got player 17 who hit the ball, but unfortunately could not make it in the first base. So yeah. And that's the end of the 6th inning. And we're back in the 7th inning with Fall Mountains batting and Mascoma's Royals out in the outfield. Let's see if we can't stop some points today. And we got a ball on the first swing. The batter is number... I do not know. Number 4, which was a shot right by the pitcher's stand, which the pitcher could not catch. So she got to first base, which is great for her. So, yeah. It would seems the baseball game has ended. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, it would seems player 4 for Fall Mountain stole second base. Oh, that's a foul shot. So that's the first strike. Anyhow, they're back at it again. And the swing right. That was a foul shot, I believe, because he swung in. Yes, it was. And another swing. Player 4 steals uh, third base, and the batter got to first base. I was misspoken about the third strike. So yeah. So yeah. Continuing onward, another ball, which is, and second base just got stolen. So yeah. Anyhow, we're here to play ball, and I'm pretty sure everyone here is having a blast playing. So that's amazing. So yeah, a second ball, unfortunately, and a ball was thrown, and a strike was thrown. So yeah, unfortunate. So and that was the third ball. So yeah, 3 balls, 1 strike, and that was a hit, which was a foul. So that's gonna be her second strike. So if she messes up and gets one more strike, then she will be the first out. But I I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't make predictions. And that got hit into the foul. That was another foul shot. So, and that went into the Mascoma's dugout. And as this inning continues, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 0 outs. I gotta love my cat ear headsets. And that was the 4th ball, unfortunately. So now each base is loaded with someone. And now we got another batter. And let's see what happens. And that's a ball. These games have been quite interesting. Remember to like and subscribe Mascoma Schools, and follow and check out Mascoma Audio Visual. We are on Instagram. So yeah, we're on Instagram. It's Mascoma AV. It seems a hit was just made, and the Fall Mountains got another point. So yeah, bases are still loaded with everyone. which is just dandy. Which seems another ball was thrown. I'm pretty sure the ball was just thrown out of strike. So, yeah. That's another ball as they Fall Mountains steals home, steals a third plate, and steals a second plate, I believe. So yes, so Fall Mountain gets another point. So no one's on first base anymore. So yeah, that's the second ball from the same this batter. So yeah. That's what appears the batter got hit, and I don't know if that was the first out. So yeah. Oh nope. The person who got to home base got a point for for Fall Mountains. So yeah, that's quite amazing for them. Currently, it is 6 p.m. for where I am. The sun's going down, which is quite interesting. And another ball is thrown, and it is a ball. So yeah, today's been an eventful day, honestly. We saw some good plays from Mascoma, some good plays, and that was a strike. As this game continues on with 1 ball, 1 strike, and 0 outs, which is quite interesting. I thought they would, Fall Mountains would get a out by now, but you know, I am mistaken. So yeah, another ball was just thrown. Not a strike. So yeah. As the game continues onward. So yeah, it's 2 strikes, 2 balls, 0 outs. And there's now a third ball, so if this pitcher can get another strike, this will be the first out of the 7th inning, or she could give Fall Mountains first base. Which either way will make the game interesting. And the Fall Mountains batter got first base. So yeah, quite intriguing indeed. As we continue on, there's all bases are filled, which will make this game more interesting. And that ball gets shot right down the center, pretty much. Would seems. Oh, second base is gonna get stolen. And now the aftermath is Fall Mountains got 2 points. They now currently hold third and second base. So, yeah. My cohorts. so, anyhow, this. The, oh, wait, I forgot to update the score. So, yeah. That was an amazing hit by number 6 who got all of her players moving around. Let's see what comes next. That is another beautiful shot, which is dropped by number 4, which leads to a point for Fall Mountain. Player 7 made it to second base. Anyhow, moving onward. We are still in the game. People on the second and third base. No one on the first base. The batter is ready to swing. They got a strike. A ball. So, yeah. As the game continues, another beautiful hit, which leads to the outfield between first and second base, allows people on the second and third base to score a point. So, now, current score is 5-20. So, yeah. As we continue with the game, would seem second base gets stolen. Oh, nope, it was a foul shot, so continuing onward. I believe number 1 is on first base. Don't know who's batting currently, but it's a ball, and someone just Fall Mountains player 1 just stole second base. So yeah. Continuing on with the game. Been saying that a lot actually, so I'll try to use something else. A beautiful hit between first and second hit leads to the outfield, and the person who player 1 for Fall Mountains reached home base, which leads to another point and just someone on first base, which they are racking up points in the 7th inning. Continuing onward. It's a hit that went over the fence right behind them, which leads to a strike. Oh, there has been an official out. Don't know. It was probably when first base tried to take second base, I guess. So, yeah.
Continuing on, another hit which leads to the fence. Anyhow, back to 0 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And that's a beautiful hit towards third base, but it is an foul shot. So she has to hit again. Continuing on. That was a ball. And that's another foul shot. Quite unfortunate indeed. The wind is... and that's another beautiful shot between the third and second, which is caught by number 7 of the Royals, which leads to the second out of the, for the first part of the 7th inning, which is amazing catch, honestly. Anyhow, another swing, which leads to the final out for the bottom of this inning. No, I think it's top. But anyhow, I'll be right back. And we're back. I believe it's number 7 up on the bat is batting currently, which is now the first strike of this. So yeah, no, and that's the second strike. Let's see what happens, folks. No, and that's the first out of for the Royals for top by bottom, I think. Let's see what happens. That is a hit towards third base, which is amazing. That was shot from number 7 or maybe 1, and then the current that is player 15 up on the batter's station. So anyhow, as they prepare, number 15 prepares for, she swings and she misses. No, that number 1's on first base. Continuing onward. That's a ball, I believe, and I am right. I am not always right though, so yeah. Player 1 might try to steal a base eventually. That is a foul shot, which leads to the second strike, which will be quite interesting. So yeah, and that's the third strike. So we're now at 2 outs in the 7th inning. So yeah, and that's a ball, I believe. It's number 1 sits on base 1, first base. Another ball. And that's a clear strike. The wind is really kicking up here. Gotta fix my headset. As the game continues, I believe that's the third ball. Player 1 hasn't. Player 1 on first base has not decided to steal a base, and that shot leads to an immediate out, which is quite. Oh, and then they got the first base person out as well. And that is it, folks. Pretty much So yeah, they are gonna say they're gonna show respect, and yeah. That's it, folks. See ya.